Esports won it out over Sweatymeat and Raid. So Sweatymeat and Raid, definitely don't sleep on them.
Game 5 against that team is not something to scoff at, and we are going straight into the gameplay right now. And we have our... could this be our first Ulgrim Wushar? I think
here on side stream
we saw Teska Ulgrim before, but this could be our first Ulgrim Wushar on the side stream today. If only Coco and Spyrox knew what they would do, would they have proceeded in the same way?
What they've created. But on the other side, we got Stingray and Pugsy, North American favorites, and it's going to be the classic, the Brawlhalla and the Orion as they get the first stocks. Sorry, not game number 1, not yet.
Two picks that I definitely know and love Stingray and Pugsy for. Of course, the Brawlhalla has been performing incredibly well for Pugsy, and Stingray has been rocking that Orion for many years at this point. Uses it every here and there, and yeah, it's definitely a comp that bears a lot of history, not only to the game but to them.
Yeah, if there's a Spear Legend, likely Stingray's going to be playing that one. It was the 7, of course, and with, like you said, we got the Orion as well. So far, though, stocks evened up. Raid a little bit more damaged. He's going to eat that down sig from Stingray. He's charging it up. It hits!
Okay, fully charged up. And then the neutral signature too. That's the double knockout coming out from Stingray. And just like that, the first stock, they had a very small lead. That play is going to put them quite far ahead here. They're taking some damage though. Stingray going for something massive off the top. Not going to connect though. Yeah,
I was really hoping that ceiling was a little bit lower there because Stingray wanted that KO off the top. You can see Raid taking a lot of damage, both blue team members calling it out. You can see Pugsy rotate over down Sig, but instead, Sweatymeat can be left in the 1v2 side Sig. It's going to hit the teammate, but instead Sweatymeat going to take down Pugsy.
Recovery comes out. 1 stock to 1 against 3 now, but they're both so damaged. Make that 2 stocks. If they can get a 2v1 now, then this could be very possible. Pugsy is able to get a Sair in. Stingray coming in clutch to get the knockout, and this should be done deal. And like comes GCN Sig. There it is.
Dude, Stingray is so good at his follow-ups there off of Pugsy. And a lot of people at home, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, super easy to follow up off of Sword, neutral light, downlight side air, like we know. But also, Stingray is doing a really good job recognizing not only the angle, but what is gonna be the best option in that situation. We saw the Spear neutral Sig off of it, like this setup right here. And then of course, at the very end, it was a gravity cancel neutral Sig because he was off stage in an awkward spot because of his downlight. Like really good situational awareness from Stingray.
Yes, Stingray is able to hit follow-ups in a way that only few of the best 2v2 players can, to where hitting follow-ups looks insanely easy, because he just does not miss them 99% of the time. Very, very well played by them. Pugsy, of course, coming in clutch there at the end too, getting that Sair, creating the possibility to get those knockouts. We're going into the next game here, and we're seeing the same picks, same stage 2. We're going into game 2.
Yeah, no swaps. Of course, on the side of Sweatymeat and Raid, likely this is the comp that they've been playing to get to this point. So wouldn't expect too much of a swap here, but once again, these are some battles to get to the top 32. Okay. There's the combo!
There
and it's going to be the end sig to take out 1.
Oh, Sair could have been massive. He's going to dodge it, but only to get stuck in Stingray's combo. GCD light to try and catch him. Pugsy able to pick it up too. These guys, not only do they mess up incredibly rarely, whenever they mess up, they without fail have their teammates back them up.
Yeah, they make sure that any spilled milk is cleaned up ASAP. Like they're right there with the towel in hand. You're seeing the chase up coming out from Raid on the left side, but Pugsy fights his way back down with the help of the down airs.
Their synergy is honestly just master class right now, as Raid and Sweatymeat are trying to get back up, but there's no chase stocks. Stingray gets the ground pound, and that's going to be a double knockout. 6 stocks to 2 right now, as Pugsy and Stingray are just dominating in the second game.
That was really well done from both blue team members. Pugsy went down there to actually challenge that Lance recovery, and Sweaty ended up seeing, okay, that recovery got stuffed, I gotta go down to help the teammate, and then Stingray converted it into the 2 KOs, but nice knockouts coming out on the side of the red team. Get this one a little closer.
Right, both of them quite damaged here, and you have just so much work to do if you want a shot at taking these guys down right now. You're gonna need multiple, you're gonna need multiple team combos.
Oh, and he touches.
Pugsy even gets back.
Had enough movement there. Sweatymeat and Raid were trying to get that KO. The edge guard not gonna happen for them. Neutral light almost takes out Raid, but it's gonna be the neutral Sig and a neutral Sig. Pugsy and Stingray, 4 stocks to 0.
it went from good to better.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say. The first game, they were looking solid. The second game, they were looking just insane. Complete domination from beginning to end. There were some moments where they were able to retaliate, but they were not significant in relation to what Stingray and Pugsy were putting them through.
I don't know if this is what you asked me earlier, but I had to look up who Pugsy and Stingray fell to get down here because, like, with how they're playing, I'm surprised. And it's Blue Guys and Volst.
Wow. Okay, that's a bit of a surprise. Blue Guys and Volst playing very well today then.
Yeah, I mean, they went up against Godly and Acno on the main stage, got to see some of that, and it went 3-1. And a lot of it, in my head, I was like, dude, Volst is popping off with the Orion, so maybe that was why. But here we're seeing a swap coming out from Sweatymeat over to the Asuri.
I think that was the set that I couldn't watch, but I kept hearing because the main stage, you know, the crowd was just screaming for Volst and Blue Guys. But yeah, we do have a legend swap coming in here. We're going to have some Qatar's action from the red team. Oh, but that's a full-on combo. Pugsy able to get a GC sideline off the top as well. And don't let this be the knockout. Able to land. It's not going to be the knockout just yet.
Not yet, but the fact that Sweatymeat has already lost that first stock so quickly, things still looking tough for this red team. Nice following from Sweatymeat. Got the recovery on a Stingray, but it still wasn't enough to KO. Instead, it's Raid with 2 big side airs to give them the first lead they've had in this set.
All right, Sweatymeat has taken some damage here, but definitely doesn't have to necessarily be a very large problem for them. Stingray throws out that D-Sig, and you see Sweatymeat immediately go for a large commitment to the offstage. I like that. Not afraid to make something big happen here, and it's what you need at this point. It's 2-0 on the board. You're going to lose your stock for it, though.
Yeah, that was just too much damage on Sweatymeat. Ate that ground pound coming out from Pugsy. Now again,
he's still doing it.
Team with the lead. Yeah, Sweatymeat's going real aggressive. He's sweat beating, but he gets a touch.
Yeah, I mean, either this is going to work out or they're going to go down in a fire of blazing glory.
You know what? You got to go out on your own terms sometimes. You got to just keep swinging. Nice swing coming out from Sweatymeat with that gravity cancel down sig to finish off Stingray's stock. Neutralite from Sweatymeat just trying to delay as Pugsy is in the red.
Goes for the Nair, and I can honestly say that the neutral game that we're seeing from Sweatymeat right now on the Qatars is looking very, very strong. The sword also playing a very important part. Raid able to get back up, gets the Nair, that's the knockout too. Tries to go for the interrupt. That chase dodge and Nair by Stingray might have been one of the most smart things I've seen today.
You know, I got to agree with that, but also that down sig coming out from Stingray, just covering all around him, ended up taking out Raid there. Everybody's on final stocks, but again, red team a little bit more behind.
All right, Sweatymeat trying to catch a landing here, but it's going to be Pugsy keeping him off the ground instead. Gets the string set up, doesn't go for a finisher. Raid gets the stock.
Raid and Sweatymeat 2v1, but Pugsy with the ground pound. It's all left to Raid in the 1v1. Pugsy gets a wall touch, gets over him.
Still gets back up. Neutralite comes out.
Has the stage control. Neutral sig not going to connect. Raid with the neutral light, and Pugsy going to fall there.
Okay. We still have a set. Okay, that was so close. That was so close. There were so many opportunities. That was the kind of 1v1 where I feel like if Pugsy won that, you know, the opponents, they would be thinking about that for months to come. So super good that they were able to close that out. Sigh of relief yet again as we're moving in to our next game here. And they put themselves on the board. They played that a lot better. There was, I mean, comparatively to the other games, which I called complete domination, they have made a massive difference.
Yeah, they definitely played a lot better. Like you said, a little bit stronger neutral game came out on the side of the red team. But here we go, game number 4. They're definitely not out of the woods just yet.
All right. Sword in hand. Raid with an axe on the other end. I was just seeing Pugsy go for ground pound after ground pound after ground pound. But at the same time, Pugsy has taken some damage here. Down is orange, quite even all throughout right now. Sweatymeat and Raid doing a good job, going for an offstage commitment. This could be big.
Oh, he went to the outside, went for the gravity cancel down line, but just slightly mispositioned it. Stingray got past him. But Raid getting the first KO with that Lance side air. Good spot dodge, actually avoids the neutral stick from Stingray.
Sarah comes out, tries to go for the weapon throw. Okay, Sweatymeat able to make that back is insane. And he tries to go for the turnaround too. He tries to make something happen here. wasn't able to do so, but of course, it's still going to be a lot of stress applied on the enemy.
He's going in unarmed. Fantastic stream coming out from Raid, as I think he got a 3-piece there in the open air onto Pugsy. Pugsy, good read, got that jump side air. Stock advantage to the blue team, but Pugsy is pretty damaged right now.
Multiple nairs coming out right now from Stingray, changing his battle his battle flow ever so slightly here to try and beat them out in neutral, and it's been working out very well for him. 3 stocks left remaining to his name. The neutralite won't be enough to get a knockout either. Pugsy, if you're able to get a Sair here and set up a 1v2 situation, that would be massive. But it's going to be Sweatymeat with a nice GCD line recovery to take a stock.
What a turnaround there from Sweatymeat. High in the skies, Stingray was pressuring, but it was gravity cancel downlight recovery to take down Stingray's stock. Pugsy, though, doing a really good job surviving here, actually. The red team kind of meeting him in that damage department.
Oh, recovery drops coming out from Pugsy, not taking Ray down. That recovery will connect. Not enough to knock out, though, ever so slightly. Not enough. The second one won't do it either.
That Ulgrim defense, a little too much there. Stingray is going to take down Sweatymeat.
Oh, that would have been so cool. That would have been so cool, but Stingray just narrowly able to escape that. And Raid is just popping off. Raid is just going for attacks left, right, and center, and he's connecting these hits.
He is making sure things are looking good. Sweaty, unfortunately, was able to follow up there, had the opportunity to take down Stingray, but Raid gonna fall there. Team combo.
Big. Oh, that's big. Could have been even bigger, but still, you're going to get a ton of damage out of that. Sweatymeat down into the orange here.
No.
Neutral signature comes out, though. Raid could be in danger.
Okay, the side air. Even stock count. Side air sends him over, but the weapon toss actually interrupts there.
Bad timing. Slightly unfortunate. Neutral signature completely charged up. Sweatymeat catches the dodge there. Almost got the second one, but Pugsy caught him with that D-line. Gets the knockout from it too. Raid left in a 1v2 here.
Downlight recovery, not quite enough. Raid, great movement, but the down stick from Stingray will close it out 3-1.
And there it is. They will take that set. And wow, that was a very turbulent set for me. What do you think, Duke?
Yeah, I gotta agree. Turbulence is a good description with how volatile that got at certain points. I think it wasn't as clean as it was setting up to.